ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Bill Guile. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Good evening, everyone. Hey, we had a real summer sampler out there today. It's going to be a much better feeling day tomorrow and into the start of the weekend. But as we head towards next week, that all turns right around as summer will be upon us. Yeah, summer officially begins tomorrow night at 10:42. And as we get into next week, things are really going to be heating up. You'll see that in the extended forecast. But we had a fair amount of sunshine today, just a few clouds popping up for the afternoon. But if you look off to the western sky right now, you'll see the blow-off anvil from the storms that were crossing New York State and getting into western New England. But as soon as they came into the Connecticut River Valley, they're tending to fall apart. Atmospheric conditions just aren't completely there to keep those storms going. So for the most part, we're going to be staying on the dry side. But there is another line working its way into the Philadelphia area. However, this is going to cross New Jersey this evening. And as the sun goes down, these storms will start to fall apart as they get into the Atlantic Ocean and cross Long Island. So I'm not expecting anything other than maybe just a brief shower in one or two spots to the south later on tonight. But I think for the most part, we all stay dry. But it's still on the muggy side. Our dew points are into the low 70s. This is oppressive humidity that we're dealing with. But it will turn around tomorrow. Those dew points dropping into the 50s to near 60 degrees. So it'll be a much better feeling day. Well, it stays warm. And we are warm right now at the present time, still holding on to the mid 80s across the region, unless you're down along the south coast where the ocean influence having a little bit more of an effect, keeping you in the 70s. And if you're on Block Island, a delightful 71 degrees. But the cooler air, or less hot air, if you will, is coming from the Great Lakes, and that moves in for tomorrow. So we'll be looking at much more comfortable conditions with those lower dew points. So here's what's going to be happening. The area low pressure triggering the showers and thunderstorms out ahead of it in the hot, humid air mass is going to be pushing on across the region off to our north overnight tonight and dragging this cold front through. That's what's getting to the nice air for tomorrow afternoon. But it will be on the windy side, on the back side of the front. Could be having winds gusting out of the west, 25 to 35 miles per hour. Now, as we head on into the weekend, this model is suggesting that there's going to be a shower or two coming through. I think for the most part, we'll tend to stay dry. It's Saturday night, I think, we run into the risk, especially into Sunday morning. I'll show you that in a second. So overall, I still think we're in a pretty decent day on Saturday, but you'll notice the humidity coming in for Saturday night. And here we go, Sunday morning, a round of showers or perhaps even a thunderstorm coming through. And then as we go through the day on Sunday, it gets even warmer still, waiting for the 90s to return next week. And it's really going to heat up by Tuesday. But here's a close-up view of what we're dealing with in the near-term future here. Other than a stray shower trying to work through the South County areas, that's pretty much about it tonight. I think just some passing clouds. Wake up tomorrow morning with sunshine and temperatures that are going to be into the upper 60s, low 70s. But it's a sun-filled day for the most part, but more comfortable, although windy, with highs in the 80s. As we go into a Saturday, again, some passing clouds around and maybe a stray shower. We'll see how that pans out for Saturday afternoon. But it's really Sunday morning this line comes in as the humidity starts to move back. So we can start off on the wet side early Sunday morning, but then drying out for the afternoon back to the 80s. And then here comes the heat and humidity again for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with a real scorcher setting up on Tuesday. Highs in the upper 90s. And the heat indices can make it feel like it's into the hundreds. So we'll see how that plays out as we get closer to it. At your latest forecast,